Report. This is TV 20 News in high definition.
Good evening. Natalia has the night off. Strong storms swept through north central Florida, leaving debris in the streets in the city of Alachua. Take a look at these pictures. Winds were so strong you can see trees on the sides of homes. Also, pieces of the roof were ripped off on another and landed on the ground. And on another home, trees laid on top of the roof. Alachua police say there were no power outages and no one was hurt. Thanks, Mike. In college basketball, we are halfway to the Final Four, but the Florida Gators won't be part of the action, sadly. Sports director Chris Price joins me now. Chris, it was a heartbreaker. They tried to get to New Orleans, but they couldn't get there.
A heartbreaker, Duke. That means I'm not going to New Orleans. Florida keeping a lead through the good part of the game. But
Retirement home for horses at Mill Creek Farm held their 4th annual spring sale. This farm is home to 133 horses from all over the nation. TV 20's Jeremy Farinas visited the farm and met one horse that had a whole lot of action before he retired. Today was the day University of Florida's Family Day at the dairy farm. People got to see how milk is produced locally and learn how the University of Florida research supports more efficient, affordable, and sustainable milk production. The event was free, and people got to leisurely tour and enjoy butter making and milking the parlor.
This event is showing people of Gainesville and surrounding areas about what it takes to produce milk, what the University of Florida does towards dairy research, like improving efficiency, making sure milk quality improves, welfare of cows improves.
The event hosted about 1,000 people, and we were told that it was a complete success. And we'll be right back with more of your Weekend Report right after the break. Welcome back. Many fans are out enjoying and watching the new movie Hunger Games, but many fans just simply couldn't wait. They lined up outside theaters for the midnight premiere showing, and the film has a chance to break some box office records.
I read all the books and everything. It's going to be great.
Fans around the country hungry for the Hunger Games lined up outside movie theaters last night for the midnight premiere, and their excitement could not be contained.
I'm going to be out of breath. I'm going to be speechless. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm on TV right now.
For its opening weekend, the film is expected to bank $140 million. It's already made $15 million in advance ticket sales, and Fandango is estimating its website sold 10 tickets per second. The movie, produced by Lionsgate, stars Jennifer Lawrence and is based on the book for young adults.
I've read all the books. I have all the books. I'm a huge fan.
The buzz is good. It's a very obviously hot trilogy. And Lionsgate, it's also important to note, even though there are 3 books, they're planning 4 films.
Those books were written by this woman, author Suzanne Collins, a 49-year-old mother of 2, and her stories are resonating with teenagers, especially young women.
She's got to be strong, and she's a fighter.
I really like the idea of a woman fighting for herself, yet still having the action and adventure, a little bit of sci-fi. It has politics, it has rebellion, it has romance, it has like a girl being independent and different than just being like a flimsy girl like, what's her face on Twilight.
Out of the top 10 midnight grossing films, A Hunger Games is the only non-sequel film.
It's awesome. I liked it. Happy Hunger Games! Happy Hunger Games!
Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Mike, strong thunderstorms hit, pounded, and just tore up north central Florida. Will the weather take a turn for the better?
Well, I think so, Duke. I think the worst is over for now, but coming up after the break, I'll let you know exactly the hardest hit areas and what we can expect to find out tomorrow afternoon. Just after today, because it looks like we are going to be staying dry and warm for the start of this week.
A beautiful day to go to a beach?
Absolutely. In the afternoon, maybe a few lingering showers for the morning.
What are your plans? You planning?
Outside. until work, right?
Okay, that works. All right, thanks, Mike. The Florida Gator basketball team reached the same run of the NCAA championships as last season, and Chris Price is here to say that's where the Gators will finish.
Tebow wants the biggest platform possible to share his message of faith. It doesn't get any bigger than New York, so he's got the biggest one in the world right now.
But we're still trying to deal with the loss of the Gators tonight. How's that? I know the Gator Nation is upset right now.
Yeah, it was a tough one, especially considering they went on that dry spell for about 4 minutes, 17 seconds late in the game. Didn't hit any threes in the second half after getting all those in the first. But you know, the bottom line, it was a great game and a great coaching matchup between Billy Donovan and Rick Pitino. Pitino still has the edge on him, though. And by the way, Ohio State gets a win over Syracuse, so the Buckeyes are moving on to the Final Four as well. We'll have the other 2 teams in the Final Four tomorrow afternoon.
Once a Gator, always a Gator, any kind of weather. And speaking of weather, Mike.
Speaking of weather, we are going to be seeing a little bit drying out overnight. I'm not going to completely rule out the chance for a few isolated showers, but I think the heaviest showers should be done. Once again, National Weather Service will be in Alachua and Chiefland tomorrow to survey what happened there and report if those were actually tornadoes that touched down. But once again, we're going to continue to dry out overnight. Still a chance of showers by tomorrow. And I think by the afternoon, we're talking about sunshine, another day of warming up. And then after that, we're going to be drying out. Temperatures in the 80s, plenty of sunshine all week. So nothing to worry about after that. Just a few light chances of rain overnight and through the morning.
But you said you were going to probably head out to the beach. What you plan on doing?
You know, crying about the game, probably. Watching the other two basketball games
tears.
Inside. Yeah, my bracket's busted. Mike,
Yeah, you tell me.
we've got a TB20 bracket here, and Mike seems to think that he's going to make a move at the end of the
Playing possum in the background. We're coming.
Yeah, no possum for me.
Well, we'll try to make it work. Well, that's all the time we have for TV20 News. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good night.